Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be telling you some more advanced tips and tricks in Zeppelin Wars, and we're going to be going on to the first tip in a second. Now this first tip is just going to involve you throwing your bomb against the bottom of the Zeppelin, because it'll leave gape, because it'll weaken the structure in order to leave gaping holes for the crew that they cannot repair in the ground. Now, you saw it did nothing. But if you launch more rockets or light bombs, it will leave gaping holes that the crew cannot repair, and it will make it less convenient for getting to cannons and other things. So that was the first tip. Now, this is a trick that these rocket planes can damage an ammo box severely with all 6 rockets being pointed at them. It does the exact same amount of damage to the ammo box as a 1 light bomb. So this is not a tip and trick, but I would recommend, if you want to destroy the middle ammo box, use a light bomber, because the light bombers are cheaper and they do the exact same amount of damage to the ammo box. So if you want to destroy this ammo box, I would highly recommend using the light bomber. Now this next tip and trick will involve the defusal of a bomb. You know, sometimes the enemy team will plant a bomb on your Zeppelin. Now this trick is just go behind the Zeppelin or go over the back tank instead of going through the walkways, and that'll make it even easier to defuse bombs, because instead of having you get shredded by the pilots, guns, you will kill them instead. And that is that. Now, this next one will involve weapons. If you see a parachuting pilot going onto your plane or blimp, you most likely will not see what weapon they are using when they're parachuting. So approach them with extreme caution. So you most likely will not know what weapon they're using, so you want to try to avoid them and not get shredded. But, it's kind of difficult to defuse a bomb when the pilot is still alive. So you jump fire, so they can't hit you, but you hit them, which is really nice, especially when you have shotgun. But it's gonna be difficult to land some shots, but you will eventually kill them, which is a good thing. Now, if someone's right here, you can charge them like that, and it would be a little easier than dying and getting shredded by them, because you will not know the weapon and they might not have enough time to react before they get blasted via shotgun or whatever weapon you're using. Now, this next one will involve the captain's room. Now, there is a potential that your captain is actually the enemy, and he is lowering you to make it even more difficult. So we're going to be going down here, and as you can see, it is in fact an enemy. And yeah, it's just make sure you keep an eye on the captain's room. And if the enemy team does have control of your Zeppelin, it's not going to be good, especially during cannon warfare, because they're just going to lower you and have every single enemy team board you, and it's not going to be good. So maintain full control of the captain's room in your own Zeppelin. Make sure your teammates are the captain instead of the enemy. Now, this next one is semi-difficult to accomplish, but it will help you during cannon warfare, especially. And that will be gaining control of the enemy Zeppelin. So, all you have to do is kill the captain, which is most likely in third-person mode, and then maintain control, and then lower them. So, this is especially good during cannon warfare. But be aware that this is a very difficult task, because enemy crew know that you are there and will attempt to kill you. Now, you will most likely die, but you did lower them, and if they don't remember the altitude, they might think that you did not do anything to the altitude or something, if they do not remember the altitude they put it at. And that is going to be that. Now, this next one will involve the crew. Now, if you want to, but if you want to go to the back tank or something, but you see an enemy crew repairing an ammo box, let's say, you might want to not be there, especially when you know it's crew, and it might be better to surprise them like this and make it so they don't see you, but you are able to shoot at them. And now, this would be good, but it's extremely difficult to accomplish, especially when they are crew. So, yeah, you will most likely fail, but when you do manage to pull it off and kill them, it feels good because, you know, you didn't get murdered, but it's also good for many other things. And we're going to be going on to the next tip and trick in a second. Now, let's say you just arrived at the enemy Zeppelin, and you see a crew walking past you, and you see a crew walking past or just idle. You do not want to kill them exactly. You want to remain hidden and attempt to plant your bomb sneakily. Now, they may think it might be on the upper deck, but it's in reality in the lower deck. And if the hand is sticking out, you can try. And you can try to kill them. But it's very difficult because they have a shotgun and you'd have a pistol. So, yeah, it's not the easiest. If you planted your bomb anywhere, they would cause damage to the Zeppelin, of course, you know. Just plant your bomb wherever you are. On the back tank, the upper tank, or whatever. Just try to be sneaky from enemy crew, because if you are spotted by enemy crew, the enemy crew will immediately come after you and attempt to kill you and defuse your bomb. Now, this next one should be common knowledge, but if you see an ammo box smoking and an enemy crew, just throw your bomb at it. You will most likely kill the enemy crew and the ammo box. So this one was just common and stuff, you know. But another thing is, if you want to be a little, you know, people from being able to defuse or remove fire, just plant it on the fire extinguishers. Of course, if you plant one bomb, it's not going to remove every single fire extinguisher. But, you know, less fire extinguishers mean more fire. Or less fire, removed. And these ammo boxes, man, they create a lot of fire that you don't want. On your Zeppelin specifically. I mean, you do want it on anything else. But you may experience the crew coming back to kill you. As you can clearly see, there is a crew down there. And it's not good news because the crew have shotguns, if you didn't know that, and rifles. So, yeah. Just try to avoid them. If not, if you want to kill them, go behind them and kill them like that. Instead of going in front of them, where it's going to be easier for them to kill you. So, that was that. Now, this next one will be about snipers. Be very careful about snipers in this game because they will grab. Because, you know, it's very easy to be killed via enemy crew. And, yeah, you don't want to be sniped. Even if you just get hit and it doesn't kill you fully, you might be panicked and do exactly what I did right now. AKA run and accidentally fall into a hole that you put in the Zeppelin. And that was that. Now this last one will have to do with the AA guns. And you know how good AA guns are at shredding pilots. Well, a good strategy is to fly as high as possible up, or not as high as possible, but extremely high up, and then charge the enemy so they can't see you. You throw your bomb and you are able to kill the AA gunner without being hit yourself. And then you land. Your thing can be a different experience. Now, being right here is extremely difficult because you know, everyone is charging to get some planes. And this last one will also include a gun hack. And that gun hack is fairly simple to understand. You can just shoot through a doorway, like right this doorway. And let's say enemy crew is coming to kill you or defuse a bomb you planted. And it's just not going to be very good for the crew. So, yeah. So, as you can see, that's crew. So, it's going to be very hard for the crew to hit you because you're always going to be moving in and out of the door. And it's going to be also hard for you to hit them. But if you have like a different type of weapon, it will be easier. And you may experience a charge from the crew. And they may hide behind the doorway. The doorway. And if they do, well, I'll show you it once this resets. Now, this next one is fairly easy to understand. If you see an enemy crew's thing, you can actually hit them through the wall. And as soon as they try to investigate and see how they got hit, that's a good time to start using your weapon if they walk through the doorway. Which is a very nice and simple thing, and that will actually wrap up the video. See you guys next video. Next time I'm going to post it. Bye. Oh no. Anyways, bye.